In the previous sessions, we have learned how to make a new title block with attributes. So what we are going to do today is the same practice. I mean the title block, but the difference is now this time we have a title block supplied by a customer. If you measure the distance of this particular title block, it will be too big. Let us see. This is 11,200 by 7,400 mm. So this is too big. I want to convert it into title block of size 34 by 22, which is my standard size, and you can customize this title block as per your requirement. So how do we do that? First of all, what I will do is I will scale this particular title block scale down to my requirement. Scale. I want the x-axis of my title block to be 34, and at present this is 11200. 11200. Sorry. Scale 34 11200. This is done. Now if you measure the distance, you will see it's almost say 34 by 22. In fact I want 34 by 22, but this is y axis is 22.4643. In fact I can bring back that point digit to 0 as well. That is also very much possible. Now my title block size is okay, but if I draw some wires and try to do some cross referencing, it won't work here. Like I'm putting a source arrow here, say 1 BDC, okay, and this is the destination. Now you see this from and to attributes are coming with some question marks, because this is unable to read from this X grid and Y grid. Y grid in this case is ABC and X grid is 1, 2, 3. So we have to adjust, put some values there. So what I will do is I will exploit my title block first. I will delete all these things which is there in the X and Y axis of my title block, like this. Delete only those portions. Fine, this is done. Now I will try to put some values on my X and Y grid axis. So what I have to do is I have to go and click from this XY grid setup, but right now I don't think my drawing property is as per XY grid setup. Still, let us try. See, this drawing is not configured for XY grid. See drawing properties, because if you go and see my drawing properties here, you can see this is reference based. In fact it should be XY grid based. Okay, now what I have done is I have changed the property of only this particular sheet. I have not changed the drawing property of my whole project. If you want this property be for the whole project, what you have to do is go to project and you select here XY grid. Okay, this is how you can do that. Now XY grid, fine. I know the distance between, I have already measured that. The distance between two adjacent values on my X grid was 4.3 and Y it is 2.8. In horizontal axis I want 1, 2, 3, like this way. Horizontal axis I want 1, 2, 3, and vertical axis I want A, B, C. I will go and pick this point here, insert XY labels. I want horizontally 8, vertically also I need 8. I mean what this 4.3 is, you know, my x-axis is 33 mm. So I divided it into 8. So almost this, not exactly. Similarly, y axis. So okay, now our text settings, I don't know what is the text setting in my current drawing, because this is a customer supplied drawing, a title block. I don't know the settings, the text setting. Let us try. See, the texts are too big. The texts are too big. If you see the text height, this is 25 mm. This is 25 mm. This was this was basically for the customer drawing, which was a huge size. But my drawing now at present is too small. So what I will do is I will try to trace a text. See, the text height at present is 25. I will convert it into 0.2. Okay, let us see 0.2 how it works. Fine, this is readable. 0.2 is okay. So now again I will pick this point, insert x grid 8, y grid 8. Okay, now you see this is fine. This almost perfect. In fact, you want, if you measure the distance between these two, distance, this will be 4.3, and this will be little bit less. All this will be 4.3. This is what the 4.3 which I given here, and this is 2.8. Again, this is 2.8. Distance, let us measure this distance. This will be 2.8. Okay. Now if I am trying a wire and trying to put source and destination arrow, how it works. One VDC. Okay. See, now it is coming from one sheet 1 2B. 2B is, this is 2. Whatever falls between these two lines is 2, and B is here, 2B. From sheet number 1 2B. This setting, of course, you can change these settings. I will show you how to change these settings. This is going to 1 2B. Again, this falls under 2, and this is B only. If you see, this is falls in B. So this is how you can change this. Now, one thing you should always remember, whenever you draw a schematic drawing, you should put the layers in wire layer. Whatever wire, I mean, it should be a different layer, all the wires. Now the current layer is wire, but still if I go and draw a wire here, this is not wire, this is not red. Let me see which layer it is. Layer 0. So that wire layer is not still coming into my schematic drawings. How to bring that layer? So go here, create edit wire type. See, only 0 layer is right now here. Add an existing layer. Pick. So all these layers are in your layer list, and from this I will pick wire. Okay. Now the wire layer is here, and in fact I want to remove this 0 layer from here. If I don't remove this, what will happen? First, let me show that. Now I am trying to draw a wire here. Okay. Now this is in red. Now suppose if I do some wire numbering here, wire numbering, drawing wire. In fact, these, you see the wire number, because this is also in 0 layer. Here this is in 0 layer, even this is in 0 layer. So wherever the layer is in 0, because that is included in our wire list. So the wire numbering, and in fact the wire numbers will go and reflect on those particular layers as well. So I don't want that to happen. So what I will do is, edit wire type. From this I will remove this particular, I can remove this particular layer. Before that I have to go to layer. If I want to remove this layer, what I will do is go back here. See, now I am unable to remove this layer. If I select this, I can remove this layer. But this one 0, layer name 0, I am unable to remove this layer because the default layer is 0. If I select, first what I have to do is I will select wire, make this as my default. Now if I go back and 0, I can remove this layer. Remove this layer, yes, okay. Now if you do the wire numbering, drawing word, see, there is no wire number in these lines, only for wire layers. This is how you can do the wire numbering, wire layer setting. So once you have inserted your x and y axis references and set your layer, now again this is not the block, I will change it to the block. For that I have to go to draw and block, but the draw is not here. I couldn't find draw here. So where I can find this, show menu bar, go here. Now comes draw, block, make. I will put a name, test TB, title block, pick point. I will select this, select objects. I will pick only the attributes one by one sequentially: customer name, end user, project name, consultant name, whatever sequence you want, only the attributes, item number, quantity, all this. Now designed by, checked by, date, revision. Now I will pick the rest all. Open in block editor, yes. Oh shit, now what happened is my current layer is this thing, so that's why the whole thing has been put it into that layer. So in order to avoid that, what I should have done is I will change my layer, default layer to 0. Now I will make it into a block, make, test TB, pick point. I will select this point, select objects, only the attributes, PO number is item, quantity, current, and this is design, check, date, revision, and rest all. Okay, close block editor. Now you see perfect. This is how you can customize a title block as per your requirement. So next we will learn about this source and destination arrows. We can how to customize those arrow styles and how to customize the wire numbering format. That is in next session. Thank you.